Hey everybody, it's Missy and welcome to my very first process video. This is a layout that I made for the Cut Shot design team, and I decided to go with the new Pink Fresh Studio Up in the Clouds collection for this, and I want to make it a mixed media layout because those are my favorite to make. I love getting messy, I love getting paint everywhere. It's just fun. It's therapeutic for me, and so that's what I'm going to do. And that's clear gesso that I am spreading around on that piece of pattern paper, and I like to use my hands a lot, but I do use my gift cards, old gift cards and credit cards and things like that to help smear it around to begin with. Is pretty helpful. I like that. This is a Crafter's Workshop stencil that I love, and just some golden modeling paste that I got from Michael's. Just smudging it on there with a craft knife, a palette knife, whatever you want to call it. And this isn't really going to stand out as a significant design element, I guess you could say, when the layout is finished, but it gives it some texture and it gives the paint a little bit of a place to go. It helps to create lights and darks and things like that. And I just like the way it looks after the paint is dry, and I've added some gelatos and things like that. It just gives it a nice look. These are just some really cheap artists, I think it's Artist Loft watercolors from Michael's, and you can see they're very well loved. I use it a lot. They're kind of messy, but that just suits me. And I'm just dabbing it on with a brush. There's no special technique that I use. Just make sure I have lots of water on there. And I like to save my napkins from Subway there and make little points at the end and just dab, especially on the little round splatters. It just kind of helps to dry it a little bit. I don't use a heat gun a lot when I'm doing something like this. I do dab a lot with napkins and paper towels and things. But that's just the way I create this background. It's nothing special. It just takes me a while. I think that's my biggest thing, is I'm a slow scrapper, and I don't think I've ever finished a layout in one sitting. It takes me a while because I have to stop and think and look at it and then go away and then come back and look at it some more. And I don't know, that's just how I do it. And as you can see, I spend lots of time dabbing. I cut a lot of that out because it just took me a while. So I will paint some more, and then I'll get my picture and kind of see, hey, does this look right? Do I need to add more? And I'll even add paint after I've glued my picture down sometimes. It just depends on what it looks like at the time. And, I think if it needs more color here or there, then I'll add some more. So I did a lot of pink, and then I want to go in and add a little bit of blue. I did make sure that the pink was dry because I didn't want to wind up with purple, because there are no purple elements in this collection. So I just keep dabbing and keep going, and what you see is what I'm doing. I love to splatter paint. I don't know what it is. I just like to sling it around. I don't know. It's just therapeutic for me. Okay, so that's dry. Now here's my little bag of gelatos. I wish I had a million more colors. I love those things. And I use my fingers again. I just smear it around, get a little bit of water, smudge it some more. I like to create different lights and darks here and there and add more layers of color on top of the watercolor. So these gelatos are awesome. If you haven't tried them, they are fabulous. They are just like lipstick, and they go on super smooth. I use them for so many things. I'll color chipboard with them. I'll color stickers, cardboard, anything that I want to add some color to. They're really good. And they do go on really nicely on top of the modeling paste. Just depends on how much water you add and how much smudging you do. So add a little bit more of the pink there. My fingers are always so dirty, and I don't care. I like it. If they don't have gesso on them, then they have paint or ink or something on them, but that's okay. More dabbing. Okay, so then I decided to add some vellum. I love vellum, and there's some pretty much what my design is going to look like. And that yellow paper is not from this collection. I think I've had that for years. I think I got that the first year I started scrapbooking, and I really don't like that gold color at all, but it goes with this collection, and I used it as a little bit of a layering piece there. And I just use my tiny attacher to staple those together. And you can see the cut files here that I used. I think these are from the Love Club, and I love them. I blew them up into different sizes and decided to layer them among all my other layers of paper there. And the lighting on this video changes a lot. Since this is my first video, I'm still experimenting with my lighting and my setup at my desk. I've got 2 lamps, but I also have my big window open, so there was some natural light coming in and out throughout the day, so that's why my lighting is changing a lot. Hopefully it's not too dark. Please let me know if it's hard to see or if it's you know, not pleasant to look at. I want to make sure that it's nice. So I use my big ATG gun. That thing is huge, but I love it. And I attach everything down, and oh yeah, here's where since I usually cut a lot of my cut files on white cardstock and then change the color depending on, you know, which collection I'm using or where I'm going to put it. So I decided to add a little bit of color to these since my layout is going to have a light pastel type feel to it. So I took blue and yellow and just dabbed a little bit, smudged it around the edges of those. Oh, and what you didn't see, what I just did, was machine stitch. I stitched down that big piece of vellum in the background with some pink thread, and then I stitched a little bit through those circle cut files. The Love This cut file is, oh, you know what? I told you the wrong one. The Love Club is the one that says Love This. Roundup is the circle ones. So I used those 2. And I wound up painting a little bit of the one I'm playing with there that says Hi. I did not have a gelato that matched that green color, so I just mixed up a little bit of that color with my watercolors and painted it a little bit. Thread is another thing I love to add to my layouts, and so that's what I'm doing there, just taking different colors. I think I'm using the blue here. I just like to tangle it up and tuck it under. I just like the way that looks. I like the texture it gives. Kind of gives a little bit of a chaotic look, like it just kind of fell there. And it's funny because I like these messy backgrounds and I get really crazy with the paint, but yet I like everything to be nice and neat and organized, and I'm so meticulous with it, and I take so long to make sure it's in the right spot according to me. And it's like messy meets neat. I don't know how to describe it. Organized chaos, maybe. So I created some circles with that pink thread, and they're very messy, and I don't know, I just like it. And I love my Scotch quick dry adhesive. That bottle has got glue stuck all over it, I think, but I love that stuff. If I don't use my ATG gun, I use that a lot. So I'm getting close to just starting to add a lot of little embellishments here and there, and I pulled out the rest of the goodies that came with that collection. So I think I'm just going to add little things here and there and layer. I love layers, and I love little pieces sticking out from behind the layers. And you can see I'm very messy. See my desk? It is very messy. I don't know why I'm so messy. I just am. I do clean it up once I'm done, but you know, I don't know. I just dump all the stuff out, and there it is. And when I'm done with it, I put it away. But in the meantime, it's sort of like an avalanche of scrapbooking supplies. So I'm just going through everything. Does this work? Does that work? Yes, I like it. No, I don't. I just play around with the placement of things. I think everybody does that. And let's see. Oh yeah, I decided to add a couple things at the bottom left corner and the top right corner, which I'm going to be getting to that shortly. I like to add in little things. Oh yeah, those are the little gold scallop puffy stickers. So cute. I wanted to add little bits of touches of gold on this layout, and these little puffy stickers are perfect. They're adorable. I had to get this collection the minute I saw it. I think this is my second or third layout using it. Yeah, I'm just using little stickers here and there, and some things work, some things don't. And those are pictures of my little Paige from a few years ago. She was just playing around in her crib, looking cute. So those are the cute little wood beads that come in the collection. I decided to add a few of those here and there. I love those rub-ons. I don't remember if I used any on this layout or not. I don't think I did. Yeah, it takes me forever to create a layout. I scrap in spurts. You know, I do a little bit, and then I get distracted, and then I go back, and then I do some more, and then I set it aside and come back. This is the lower left-hand corner area, and I added a circle and some washi tape, and the other half of the little tag that I cut in half, or the journaling spot, whatever you want to call that I used as a layering piece earlier. I love washi tape. I love tearing it, and so just add little accents here and there. That pink lined washi tape is from Michaels. I think I have every color. I love the way that looks, especially the black. And I'm finishing this off with some gold Heidi Swapp Color Shine. And then I decided that I had enough footage, especially since my camera battery ran out because I had filmed pretty much all day. So there's my final piece. I added some journaling strips. I did a little bit more stitching. I outlined the triangles modeling paste with a shiny gold pen, and I added a couple of little word stickers. I think these are Cosmo Cricket, stuff from my stash that I've had forever. Added a couple of those. I traced the hearts in that cut file that says love this, and here are the cut files that I used. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much.